the American Foundation for the Blind.
Imagine you're walking down the street. You see a man who is blind walking toward you. You think to step out of his way. He then stops in the middle of the sidewalk at the middle of the block and seems unsure of his surroundings. You think to yourself, is there something wrong? Should I ask if he needs help? Does he need my help in getting somewhere? Should I do something? What should I do? What can I do? What do you do when you see a blind person? Our purpose today is to help you know what to do and what to expect when you meet someone who's blind or visually impaired. During this presentation, you'll see everyday situations of sighted people interacting with people who are blind or visually impaired. Through these examples, we'll show you some of the things that may come up when you encounter a blind person and how best to provide assistance if and when it's needed. There are no special rules or complicated techniques. You'll learn how easy it is to assist someone who is blind or visually impaired, and you'll feel more comfortable taking the initiative. You'll be able to answer the question, what do you do when you see a blind person? It's an age-old misconception that blind people are often helpless. In reality, people who are blind or visually impaired can and do function independently in most situations. But there may still be times when your assistance would be appreciated. Let's take a look at what might really happen. A blind person, like anyone else, will generally ask for assistance if it's needed, or if the surroundings are unfamiliar.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Are there any obstructions in the street? They've been tearing up this intersection for a week.
Yeah. Well, it's a mess out there. Yeah, there's a lot of cones, and there's a drain, and a bunch of barricades.
If you think someone who is blind might want some assistance, let them know that you are willing to help.
You need some help getting across?
Would you mind?
No problem. Okay, we got the light. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how you...
Don't worry. It's easy.
Yeah?
I hold on to your arm.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah?
And you walk a half a step ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We gotta go to the left here.
All right.
Like this. Okay.
I'm getting on the bus right over there.
Oh, so am I.
When you walk with someone who is blind, be specific in describing the surroundings. Direct him or her by saying right or left. Let him or her know if you are coming to a curb, for example, or if there are steps that go up or down.
You did pretty good for a first-timer.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Where are you headed?
Nah, I'm going to work.
Me too. Over by First Avenue.
Really? You know, I can't believe I've never seen you here, but, I mean, I've never noticed you looking for a... Sorry.
It's okay. I use words like see and look every day. Blind people are allowed to use all the words of the English language, you know.
Oh, I see. I'm Dave Simon.
Mark Johnson. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. So, what do you do for a living?
I'm a computer programmer.
Really? I'm in computer sales.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can get me a good price on a laptop. My wife's been wanting a new one.
Well, I might be able to actually help you out there. Do you mind if I ask you, how do you tell one card from the other? I mean, I've sometimes tried to pay my bus fare with a library card.
Oh, well, look, my transit card is a lot thinner than the others, and it's got a cut-off corner. So that's easy.
Right.
Then on my credit cards, I have Braille, so I can tell them apart.
Interesting. How would you tell a $1 bill from a 20?
I fold each denomination in a different way. All you need is a system.
Right. So maybe you feel like grabbing lunch sometime this week? We could talk about that laptop.
Sure. Here's my card.
Ah. Oh, wow. Braille on the card, too. That's amazing. Here's my card. I'm sorry, there's no Braille on it.
Oh, no problem. Okay, let's see. Dave Simon, did you say?
Simon, S-I-M-O-N.
What's your work number, Dave?
It's 935-8900. What is that thing?
It's a Braille note taker.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like a personal organizer.
Oh, interesting. Oh, here comes a bus.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not miss it.
Okay.
Just like you, blind people use organizational techniques to get through the day. A person who is blind or visually impaired may organize his wallet to make it easier to identify different kinds of bills, just as he might organize his dresser at home with a drawer for black socks and one for brown. Organizational methods take the mystery out of everyday tasks like riding the crosstown bus. Let's catch back up with Mark a few days later at the office. Notice that Mark uses a computer with speech to read to him what you or I might see on the screen. Many new technologies have been developed that enable people who are blind or visually impaired to contribute their skills and talents and participate effectively in the workplace.
Mark Johnson, hello.
Hey, Mark, it's Dave Simon.
Dave Simon.
Dave from the bus the other morning.
Dave from the bus, sure. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm a little crazy busy, of course.
It's pretty hectic around here, too.
Yeah. Say, you remember that laptop computer that you were talking about that you wanted to buy for your wife?
Oh, sure. Hey, always a salesman, huh?
Well, that's me, the salesman. I've been thinking about it, and I think if you could possibly carve out a little time for lunch, that I might be able to help you out here.
Oh, listen, I can always carve out time for lunch.
Great.
What about the day after tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow? That's good. How's 1 o'clock for you?
1 o'clock is perfect.
Great. Now we just need a place.
Right. You know, there's a place on First Avenue, the Metro Cafe. I've been dying to try it out. What do you think?
I'm always up for something new.
All right.
When greeting a blind person, be sure to identify yourself. Don't leave it up to him or her to recognize your voice.
Hey, Mark, it's Dave. Hey.
Dave!
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good, Mark. How you doing?
I'm starving. How about you?
I'm ready to eat.
All right.
Take my arm?
Yeah.
Restaurant's right up here.
Great.
When guiding someone who is blind, do just that, guide. Discuss where you are going and what you encounter on the way.
There's a door and a narrow door. And
Okay.
A step here.
A step two, huh?
Yeah.
All right, well, tell me which way the door opens.
Goes from the left to the right.
Out or in?
It comes out toward us.
Okay, grab the door.
Grab the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Open it.
Right.
Pass it to me.
Yeah. Got it?
Okay, now, you're going to have to tuck your arm a little behind you,
Yeah.
and I'll walk right behind you.
Behind. Okay. All right.
Don't ignore somebody because he can't see. Include him or her in the conversation just as you would anyone else.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Do you have a reservation?
No, I didn't.
I made the reservations
Oh.
yesterday, under Johnson.
Of course. Just one moment, please.
And don't walk away without saying anything.
Thank you.
Excuse me, which way?
Oh. Sorry about that, Mark.
It's okay.
Good. Thank you.
Let me guess. We're at the table.
Yeah, there's it's 2 chairs and there's leather seats there.
Ah.
Yeah.
How about this?
Yeah.
Why don't you put this arm,
Right.
this hand, on my chair,
Your chair here.
and I follow it down.
Right.
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Care to join me?
Sure. Coming right in. So.
Sir, would you like a cocktail?
I'm blind, not deaf.
Of course. Terribly sorry. My mistake.
It's okay. I've done a lot worse myself.
He has.
Excuse me, just a sec. All right, so what are we drinking here?
I'd like to see a wine list.
Wine list?
Yeah, wine sounds good to me,
Yeah,
too.
sounds
Yeah,
good.
I like it.
If you're dining at a restaurant with someone who is blind or visually impaired, offer to read what's on the menu or wine list. Sometimes restaurants offer Braille menus as well. It never hurts to ask if one is available.
I'm starting to feel a breeze. Tell you what, give the list to my friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, I doubt they have a Braille menu.
Right.
So, would you mind reading?
No.
Okay.
What are you in
great.
the mood for?
Sandwich, I think.
Sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay. All sandwiches served with French fries.
Excellent.
So then I said, listen, I got this new...
Here you are.
Oh, thank you very much.
And here's for you.
Thank you very much.
The wine is not to your liking, sir?
Wine? I didn't even know it was here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here in front of you.
I'm sorry.
To the left.
Slip to come back this way a little bit, like over here. Go... No.
Hold on there. If my plate were a clock, is the wine at 11 or at 1?
11?
Yeah, I guess 11.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
I think we can take it from here. Thank you.
The clock method is an easy way that you can assist a blind person to locate something in front of him or her. This is also a very useful technique in helping someone orient themselves to their surroundings, both indoors and out.
Just never quit. You just kept calling and calling.
Jeez. I could never do sales.
Really?
I don't know how you do it. Yikes.
What?
It's 2:30. I've got to get going.
It's... How'd you know it's 2:30?
My watch. See?
Oh, well, Braille again.
It's everywhere.
Yeah?
On elevators, outside restrooms, on ATMs, at the treadmill at the gym.
Yeah.
You've seen it before.
Yeah, I've seen it, but you're the first person I've ever seen actually using it.
I'll tell you, it's come in handy a couple of times. It's kept me from walking into the wrong restroom. Not that I would have seen anything if I did.
Today, more than ever, people who are blind or visually impaired lead active lives in the workplace, in their community, and at home. Many museums now offer touch tours that allow people who are blind or visually impaired to participate in the exhibits. Audio tours are now available at most major museums and galleries. Mark is using an audio tour provided by this museum, and he is able to appreciate this outing just as much as everyone else. Blind people enjoy many of the same activities that sighted people do. With a little assistance, people who are blind or visually impaired are able to appreciate arts and entertainment like we all do. You may see a blind person at the movies, a sporting event, or at the theater. Although Dave had never met a person who was blind before, he learned that blind people ride buses, go to work, eat at restaurants, and enjoy life, just like everyone else. Even though he was a little nervous and may have felt that he was doing everything wrong, Dave learned that with a little common sense and some assistance from Mark, it's simple to interact with someone who is blind. They both have shown us that there's no need to be uneasy about meeting someone who can't see. If you don't know what to do, just ask. He or she will let you know if and how you can provide assistance. So the next time you encounter someone who is blind, you won't feel so awkward. With the techniques that you've just learned, you'll know what to do when you see a blind person.